can hear
Yeah,
you.
sure enough. We back again. The 15th of October already, man. This year is zipping by, but we're here once again. It's the AM King Show. Like, subscribe, and share. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? Just a heads up to the AM King Show crowd. Starting next week, you will see us exclusively on YouTube. You will not see us here. I'm about to go recon on Facebook. We're about to cut that for now. And somebody got the God damn it.
Who am
Who am
I?
I? Who am
He said,
I?
he said, I can't hear you.
Yes, indeed. So make a note of it, AM King's chat and people that follow the show. We will be strictly on YouTube. Go to my page on YouTube and find the AM Kings show. Find the AM King show. You will see it on the guys, uh, page. If they choose to keep it on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? You guys will be able to see it through LB's page, see it through C's page. But the main broadcast is going to be coming strictly from YouTube, and you'll probably see uh, edits of the show. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to begin to send you guys reels and things of that nature of the show so you can stay tapped in. But we want you and encourage you to go to YouTube. You can go to my page, JPad the Juggernaut. That's where the YouTube broadcast is happening. And like, subscribe, and share. And we want to build our community over there. Just business wise, it makes sense for us. And so, yeah, you guys stay locked in with us. You know what I'm saying? We're still going to be here doing what we do. We'll just be on YouTube. Once again, YouTube. Real quick, for those who knew and those who did know, had a show last night, live performance. It was me and Ross Misha and Divine Seven. Big shout out to Divine for getting back on the stage doing his thing. Mr. Abel from GME, you know what I'm saying, at the Next Up live venue. Was gracious enough to have us come on and do our thing. Big shout out to them. Freya, Late Night Vegas, DJ Wildchild, everybody involved in the event. Thank you guys for having us. And I'm going to run a little bit of a clip from last night for those who didn't get a chance to go to the show, but just wanted you to know that we're open to be booked. If the price is right, we will be in effect. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Abel checking in. What's going on, Mr. Abel? You already know what it is. But here's a little snippet of what we did last night. Check it out. Oh yeah, Ross doing it on them drums. Oh yeah, man, it was a nice time, man. We was able to play a nice little set for the people and live instrumentation on the stage, and I think that's our route now. You know what I'm saying? Because in hip hop we have a little issue, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's this showcase format on a general scale. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying every showcase is not a worthy step up. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the people over at Next Up are doing the right thing, trying to bring the right kind of content to you. You know what I'm saying? But overall, we have a issue because just getting up there rapping and things of that nature. There's not a lot of opportunities in this market. I can tell you right now, not a lot of opportunities. We have to create our own way, create our own lanes, and really provide venues like Next Up has, and kind of like put these things on display. But getting people to come out to these things in this fashion, because over the years, it's been like 2 decades that I've seen the format generally be exactly the same uh, in most cases. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, not with the Next Up thing per se. I want to say with outside of that, and we all experienced it. Me, Mr. Abel, we all have experienced um, these type of things. You know what I mean? And it's not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing to gain a crowd when you're accustomed to being in a city where you know everybody that's in the crowd is up on the stage. You know what I mean? Like it's something that has been a problem. It's been a problem for a while, and we're gonna keep seeking and searching and finding the formula. And me and C were talking backstage before the show about the investment that it takes to really start to make things move in a different direction. It's just this market is trained to thinking that this is the way that events need to be going. You know what I'm saying? And so we just thankful for the Next Up crew trying to bring something different to the city. Um, it's tough getting people to come out to show up to these events, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. It's not easy. And marketing is not the simplest thing, especially if you're working with no budget. If you're working without a budget, it's not going to go very far. Even if you are putting stuff behind it, it takes a little bit more than just that. Uh, Realizing because the only way it's going to change is you got to do exactly the opposite of what's being done. You got to do exactly the opposite. You got to start getting in circles and networks and trying to find places to play where people actually want to come see this type of thing on stage. You know what I'm saying? Now, here in Pittsburgh, the jazz community has a thriving community here. They have a great relationship with the radio station, which the hip hop community does not here in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna be the first one. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want, call me about it. But this is the fact. The fact is that the radio station has no relationship really with the local community here when it comes to hip hop and R&B. It just doesn't because they have no control over what they play on the radio per se. You can tell it's fully automated, if you will. There's really no strong opportunities, and then there's other things like internet radio and things of that nature, but those are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's internet radio. Those are everywhere. And if people aren't understanding the business on the base level, it's not going to go far. It's not going to go far. Like you got to understand the paperwork side. You got to understand a lot of different things about presenting yourself the right way, the bios and things of that nature. Having your press kit, which is a very important thing. If you do not have one today, I suggest as a musician in hip hop or as an artist in hip hop or R&B, especially in these markets, you need to have your stuff together. An EPK, a website. There's a lot of investment that you do have to make. We were talking about that. You were talking about um, the financial investment that people really do not understand. And we got to start making our dollars make sense. We got to find a way to be smarter and move around and find places um, and things of that nature. But the capital is a very important thing. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Capital is important, and also since everything is just so oversaturated, it's it's about creating your own lane. And when you create your own lane, the only direction you can have is up. But it's not just about creating your own lane. It's also about knowing how to create your own lane, knowing how to get how to attract people to it. Or we It's all a matter about getting someone to stop and pay attention for 1 second, get them out that cycle for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Also,
man. I
also
agree.
say to other rappers and other artists out there, learn instruments, learn music theory, because again, rap itself, hip hop world is so oversaturated because everything is just so easy to make now. You have AI
Right.
do it for you, just press flick of a button, and the music
Right.
world doesn't truly respect that
Mm-mm. They
because
don't.
I'm in the circles of other musicians because I play an actual instrument. And they're like, well, we like hip hop, but we don't truly respect it because no one's up there really playing. We respect the roots, but we don't really respect most. We like it, but we don't truly respect it in terms of what it took for you to get there in terms of practicing over and over and over and
That
over
part.
again.
That part. That part of it. That part. And see, y'all have to understand. C's from New York. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the just so you know, like the difference between Pittsburgh, a place like Pittsburgh, and a place like Erie, and a place like New York City. The difficulty of the curve
Yeah,
is man. Go ahead. See, I'm just saying. You can
yeah,
tell them better than
one
I
of the
can.
reasons why it's difficult to play in Pittsburgh is because of how deeply rooted they are in their own ways. One, New York. The reason why it's so difficult to get stuff in New York because it's more than just oversaturated over there. It's heavily dense in New York. I got the honor to
Mhm.
play at Webster Hall one time. If anyone knows what Webster Hall is,
Oh man, if you don't know Webster Hall, everybody should know. But
yeah,
Webster Hall is the infamous hall where Malcolm X, if I'm not mistaken, right? Malcolm X was got killed there.
no,
If
that
he,
that was the
oh no, that
Macy's.
was the
That was in Harlem, Macy's Center near Macy's. Well, Macy's
oh
used to be.
that's where Malcolm X got killed.
Yeah,
I
over
thought
there,
it was
over
Webster
by
Hall.
125th. Webster Hall,
Okay,
that's
I thought it
downtown
was
by
Webster Hall.
14th.
I'm glad you corrected me
Yeah,
on that though.
Webster
I
Hall, that's
didn't know.
downtown by like 14th Street and Hoyt Street, Spring Street, over there, all
Yeah,
the
I'm
way
hip.
downtown. But Webster Hall is a
Hmm.
famous hall. I got to play there one time, and that was a fun event. It was a contest. We came in fourth place. Well, hey, um,
Yeah, and yet and still, you just brought up an important point. It was a contest. It wasn't like somebody reached out to see and said, "Hey, we want to book you and pay you to be on and us being working musicians because that's what we are." You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It takes a lot. It takes a lot. You got to have your structure up. You got to have your you know things together, and that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get booked.
yeah,
But you have to have it though, and that's the basic level. And there's a lot of people that could probably utilize this message this morning and know that it takes a lot.
yeah. You got
It
to be
takes a
able to
lot
sell
for something to
tickets. When you're at the bottom
sell
level,
tickets.
you got to sell
Well,
tickets. In New York, at
that's
least
what
in
they
New
tell
York,
you. That's what they tell you, but that's another thing I'm gonna interject and say. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We have to start understanding the roles and the tiers of responsibility for everybody that has a position in this business. Like most people don't know exactly what a promoter is supposed to do. Most people don't know because really at the end of the day, let's keep it a buck and a bean. You know what I'm saying? Promoters actually are really required to sell tickets. Anybody that doesn't believe me, you can look it up yourself. You know what I'm saying? And on the bottom tier, they say, oh, well, nobody really knows you. It's your job to sell tickets and put people in. But here's the problem. Okay, think about the average person in their life. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to make time to find a way to sell tickets. Like you got a 9 to 5, you got to keep the bills coming in, you got to keep things going, and still find a way to sell tickets effectively to have people show up to these venues. That's where I feel like the problem is, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, nobody is going to be able to get outside of their immediate network and bring and just bring people, and not only that, but those fans are going to be specific to that artist. Now
yes,
how do artists organically build a fan base in this day and age? You got to hit the internet super hard. You got to be running content almost every single day. You got to do a lot of things that cost. You got to do a lot of different things, and you got to find a niche. and we don't talk about that much, but a
Yeah.
niche. Now, like I said, the different, like everybody has to understand what is a music manager, what is a road manager, what is a promoter, what is an A&R, what is you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody has these things confused. Like I had a conversation with a female beat maker producer the other day, and she's a songwriter as well. Found out, and I said, well, you got to put all that in your resume, because really at the end of the day, people take the word producer and they think that that's the person that makes the beat. No, if you look up the technical term for what a music producer is, that's not it. That's definitely not it. It's not. It's not. You making beats, that's beat making. You producing, you're helping and shaping and molding in the studio with the artist, or what, however you're designing the song with intent and with expertise, how to shape and mold records into records that are believable, that are hits, that are this and the third. These are the different titles. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, L know the difficulty because he was scouring around for some time when he was helping me out, and he found out, man, all the man, all the tricks and the ladders and all this other shit and the roadblocks and all that other shit. L, man, tell him.
Yeah, it ain't no easy job, I tell you that. Especially that was back when things were just different.
Right.
It's a lot easier now because you can just pretty much look up everything on the internet and all that shit. But back in the day when Pat was out there, it wasn't the internet was really just starting because I think I had an iPad that was not a compatible to half the shit that was going on. So I had to switch up and get a whole different laptop just in order to be able to get the information I needed to help Pat out with the shit he was trying to do.
Man, and it's a full-time operation. That's why I know you have to do research on the people that you're seeing out here to say, oh, I'm a music manager, or I'm an A&R, and this, that, and the third. I'm gonna tell y'all a gem. If you can't Google these people and see a track record of success from the things that they have done, it's more than likely that they're just telling you that. It's not that they actually are that. They may aspire to be that. But then again, also, you need to know the job description of that particular role. Because if you do not know the job description of that particular role, anybody can tell you that that's what they do, but you got to see their track record. You got to see also if they actually fit the job description. It's just like anything else in life. You have to fit the job description to say that's what it is. I'm a musician. I'm a beat maker. I'm a producer. I'm an engineer. I'm a mixing engineer. Those are two different people. A recording engineer, a mixing engineer, a mastering engineer. Those are three different people. Now, some of us don't know how to do all of them because we didn't have the luxury to pay somebody to mix our record. We didn't have the luxury to pay somebody to master the record. So that's what you call a super producer. A super producer is somebody that can give you advice on how the song should go, help shape and work with you to make the song the best it possibly can. That's what those guys, the DJ Khaled's and all those in the world, they're not the beat makers. They're not the people making the music. They're the people that put the songs together. That's what a producer is. That's what a producer, and it's got lost down the road because that's what they producer this, producer that. No, everybody that makes beats does not know how to make great songs. Everybody that makes, you know what I'm saying, that writes songs doesn't write great songs. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that we have to understand in this business. Like we need to get back on the ground floor and start identifying these roles and responsibilities. And felt like it was important to take some time out today, just because I feel like we're going in a different direction, and I'm encouraged by the direction that we're going in. Don't make no mistake about that. I'm encouraged by it, but I think it's really important to put it out there. And not only that, but we were talking about people helping. Like what you don't understand is a lot of these people that are successful out here, and not everybody. There's some people that are just blessed and have been put in circles that put them in position to win. Blessed. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're blessed because not everybody gets that opportunity. Not everybody can approach these organizations and venues. um, Even if you do have your structure up the right way, If you say hip hop, if you say rap, or if you say trap, or anything like that, there's keywords in hip hop too that'll get you nixed out. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain venues that are not accommodating to that. And we're gonna keep it a buck this morning. You know what I'm saying? So, some of y'all fortunate to get in the circles that you're in, because otherwise, you know, you're gonna need a team of people. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, you're going to need a full squad of people. I'm not talking about one, two, three, four people. You need at least 10 people. You need at least 10 people behind the scenes. And this is what the successful people in the business are not telling on these social platforms. And
Yeah.
stop me when I'm lying, because they're not telling you about the people that are working for them behind the scenes. They're not telling you about all those different departments that are being handled. Somebody's handling their social media. Somebody's handling their paperwork. Somebody's
Word.
handling all of those things. The manager is finding them gigs, legitimate gigs to make money, because the manager knows they don't make money until the artist makes money. See, this is something that people don't want to hear this morning, but this is what I got to tell you. This is the real shit. Like, JPad would have been going on some other shit had I had those 10 or 15 people behind me. I'd have been gone. I'd have been gone. C would have been gone. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. We'd be telling you exactly what it was. And we'd be like, thank you to such and such for handling this. Thank you to such and such. When you see these people giving shout outs, this is the part you don't pay attention to when them people go up and give their Grammy speeches and shit like that. Them people that they're naming. And you miss it every single time because you're wondering, oh, thank God, I'm thankful to God, blah, 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 blah. Some of them are smart and they don't put all the people's names out there. But there's people behind the scenes working for them feverishly day in and day out. How they eat is how that artist eats, or that musician, or whoever that is. They eat because those people behind the scenes are working around the clock in their department. I put it out there not too long ago. I found out that through Chat GPT, there's 11 different departments to have in order to make a music business run successfully.
Yeah.
That's why it's so tough. That's why you're starting to see people that are in this music thing utilize their musical thing to really expose another career that they really want to put out there in life. Like Khalees, like for example, she used her musical fame to build herself a situation in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's in Africa now. She's running a farm in Africa. So this is what I'm talking about. Have an end game. That's why we talk about having an end game. Having an end game is very important. Like, when you have an end game and a solid goal and the team of people that you need to have behind you, that's when the wheel starts to work. That's when the wheel starts to work. But help shouldn't be forced, though. That's one thing for certain. Two things for sure. I shouldn't have to, like the other day, I had to put out a post the other day to let people know, stop giving me suggestions if you're not willing to help me. If you're not willing to help me, I don't really need to hear the suggestions, because I already have a goal. I already know what I'm trying to reach. I've put it out there. I've talked to people and I let them know this is what this is what we're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? But help shouldn't be forced. And sometimes I feel like when I'm talking to people, I feel like it's like forcing them to want to help somebody, and I don't need that. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be forced. Like, I didn't have to force L to help me when he was helping me. L just stepped in and started helping me. He understood that
That's
that's exactly what I needed. We sat down and talked one time at a buffet, and after that, it was nothing else. We just hit the ground and started running.
that's how it works, man. If it's real,
Yeah. You got to genuinely want to see people win, and not only that, but I also recognize too when other people are trying to do the same thing that I'm doing, they may not have the T. And that's the reason why we've been in the mode of helping ourselves, finding ways to help ourselves in what capacity that we can. It's really, really important to understand that. Without a team of people, you're not going to get far fast. It's going to take you a lot longer. It's going to take you some time, because people probably be like, well, why isn't this happening in JPad's career? Why isn't this happening? I mean, you really think
yeah.
about it at the end of the day, JPad ain't really got no fucking help. I'm
J
normally
Pad
the one
making
doing the
beats,
helping.
J
And
Pad
that's another thing.
vlogging,
Like, if you're
J
gonna
Pad
wonder
doing
where someone is
shows,
at and why
J
they
Pad
at, why don't you try
counseling,
helping them?
J Pad running all day long. How you gonna do everything and still get on top of shit, man? He looking out for everybody under the fucking sun. It's time for him to get some motherfucking help. Everybody like, well, I can't right now. I can't right now. Listen,
And
man.
even still, sometimes I'll have conversations and it feels like it's forced. I'm not I'm not here to force anybody to do anything. Not at all. Jaja Nevels, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know why our the Facebook thing ain't showing up in the chat, man. It's crazy, but I'm seeing them over here on Facebook. That's why I keep it open so I can give y'all a shout out because obviously it's this platform, and we're also looking at other things too with that. But yeah, Jaja Nevels, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And yeah, man, that's what it is. I mean, people that genuinely want to help you will help you. It shouldn't feel forced. It shouldn't feel like I'm placing an extra burden on somebody because I'm not going to do that. Once I feel like that's happening, I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I got it. I got it. Because I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to do all that. Where it feels like people feel like they're obligated and this, that, and the third because they see that I need the help. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not,
But
especially if you got too much going on. If you got too much going on, I'm not gonna be encouraged to seek out that kind of help. Not at all, man. We had to say it though. We had to say it this morning. We had to take a little time out because it's just it's getting old. That part of it's getting old. I'm already restructuring parts of my end game because I starting to realize that that's not the avenue. That's not the avenue, and it's clear that it's not. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find it though. We're gonna find it. And last night, like once again, big shout out to Next Up. They gave us an opportunity to put what we're doing on display, and as you can see from the video, that's what it looks like. And so, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue until we find out where our home is with this shit. Just gonna keep doing it. Can't stop now. Can't stop now. Won't stop now. And that's just what it is. But let's get into a few topics for them, fellas. Let's get into a few topics, man. And let's see what we got here. This is the first one. And we're going into the realm of sports. And I'm going to show you this. And I'm going to show you this. And you're going to be like, yeah, yeah. LB been telling us about this shit.
I don't want to listen to me. Now I'm just smoking too much weed.
Nah, but this ain't. It don't matter how much reefer you smoke. You can't deny this one. A lot of
Man,
people are saying
listen.
this should have been incomplete because I remember a few years ago a game where the Steelers were playing against the Patriots and the tight end caught a ball clearly in the air, had control of it in his hands, and hit the ground like this similarly, and they called it incomplete. They called it
Yes.
incomplete. But look at the picture. This is Travis Kelce, and it's not to throw shade at Travis Kelce, but this is really diabolical. And most of the time, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got to keep it we got to keep it real. It's the Chiefs. Uh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? These type of things do not apply to the Kansas City Chiefs. People are saying that this should have been incomplete, but the rules clearly state that if a receiver establishes himself as a Kansas City Chief, it's a completed catch. Now I know that's satire, but and that shots fired, like I said, NFL shots fired post. But this is something that's really, really going on in the NFL. Like in any scenario, look at his hands and look at the ball.
It's on the fucking ground.
When when in on earth, and it'll take us to our bigger subject. What is really going on in professional sports? What's really going on? Like we're starting to see what's happening. I think we know what's going on, but let's call it like it is. Go ahead, L.
Man, it's like it is. They put that they put Vegas involved with all these games now. I think most of these games are like a motherfucking soap opera.
Yeah, when you look
Word.
at this shit, L, look, I mean, like, come on.
These
That's
games are scripted to go a certain way, and certain plays ain't worked out the way they had planned. So now they got to adjust it some other way to still make up the same outcome. So to me, it's just like a paid actor going to perform and do duties because it's like motherfuckers miss dropping balls, fumbling all the fucking time in the clutch time. Scores tied, scores close, so the gambling get close money. Oh, all of a sudden it's 24-23. Come on, when have these games ever been these close and shit? The main games. To where you gotta watch it to the end just to see the end, just to see who wins and shit. This shit is script, bro. I've been saying that shit. Cause there ain't no fucking way the same teams always get the same results in the same situations. Y'all know who it's going to, and at the same time it still goes to the same motherfucker.
Yes, indeed. These are all the comments we've been missing. You know what I'm saying? They're sitting there in the chat, but they won't show on the stream. I don't know what's going on. That's crazy. Blunt Conversations, what's going on? Good morning. Malik, what's
What up,
going on?
Chris?
You know what
What's
I'm
up,
What's up?
saying?
everyone?
Yes, indeed.
Um,
Yeah. For
ye-
some odd reason, it's just like, yeah. Okay.
yeah, sports is a lot of it is rigged. I wouldn't say every single game is rigged. Yeah, a lot of games are rigged, especially the important ones with a lot of money on the line. Um,
Yep.
boxing is rigged too, because if it's not the judges, I mean, the way the rules are set up with boxing, it's easier to um to rig a fight in boxing than it is to rig a football game because of how the rules are set. There's no set way of actually scoring a fight. There's no actual criteria. It's all subjective. So a person can get away with murder in a sense. That and we're talking about people who spend a lot of time doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I'm pretty sure they know how to move a very specific way and make it look like it was organic or natural. I'll give you a great example. The fight on Saturday, this guy, Jerron Boot Ennis, they've been trying to get him to fight Crawford for a long ass time, for a while. And they're
Mm-hmm.
setting up his career. It's not that he's not good. He's really good. He's really good. I just don't think he's it. I don't think he's that next superstar. I don't think he's that next um highly elite fighter. I think he's a really good fighter, but not highly elite fighter. I watched his last fight, knocked him out in the first round, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, me as a fighter, I'm like, I don't know, man. That looked like y'all staged that. It looked like y'all choreographed some stuff. That
Mm.
that looked somewhat choreographed the way he knocked him out, and in the first
Man,
round. And that's not even
shit.
your division. This is like your first or second fight in that division. That's not your division. You wasn't getting knockouts like that in the lower division. How you just getting knockouts just like that? And like, I mean, he could weight drain himself. That could be an effect. However, though, your power shows itself in the first 4 rounds. After that, you're done because of the weight drain, the weight cut. That wasn't showing up in the lower weight classes.
Yep. Blunt Conversation said
So
when you're dealing with team owners and league owners, they're gonna get theirs some way. And Vegas. Like we're gonna just pile Vegas on top of that. So you got
Yeah.
Vegas, you got the team owners, you got the league owners.
And you
And
got the players.
and then you got that.
yeah,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Grand
yeah.
Rising
I'm not
Beat
saying
Boys
defend it ain't
TV.
dependency rig though.
Steelers
I'm just
Nation.
saying
I
it looks
seen you up
funny.
in here.
Still his nation.
What's up, Big
I'm
Mike?
just saying the fight looks funny. The way it looked funny. The way it went down, it's like, what's going on with that? Like how when Antonio Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, it was like, what? Nigga, you never had one punch knockout power. You always
Hmm.
knock someone out from accumulation of punches. When you just come out of nowhere and knock out Roy Jones one shot.
Mm. Yeah, man. I mean,
Think
if you
about
guys didn't see that, if you guys ain't peeping that, what C just said right there was the gem
it.
and the jewel of the whole
Just
entire
think
situation.
about it, yeah.
That's
Roy
it.
was fast and quick and shit. You know what I mean? Roy was like 3 steps ahead of everybody and shit. And then he got
Unbeatable.
caught.
Yeah. Not
He was
even just that. Even when
unbeatable.
you did hit him, it really didn't hurt because of how physically fit he is. Antonio Tarver was never known for knocking out someone with one punch. It was always bow, hurt him, hit him a few more times, maybe he go down, or the ref stops the fight. It wasn't bow, second round, the dude's down, out cold. No, never. Not that
Mhm.
it can't happen. Yet the MO of him doing that to someone like Roy Jones is like, all right, whatever, man.
Man, come on, whatever,
And later
right?
on, he tested positive for Roy's later on. Just saying.
Hey, man. Hey, man, say, man. There it
But
is. Man,
the
blunt
odds are
Roy.
giving
conversations.
somebody that fight.
Look, look what blunt conversation said, man. This is spot on too, man. Salute, misery. What's a good way for a team owner or league owner to make his money back? Pick the team you want to win, and it will be now you make your money back. Just a thought. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man. Listen,
Word, they ain't got to know who you bet on. You could have put the bet in someone else's name.
yeah. This is the times we live in now. So yeah,
and
it's all possible.
and then some of the players see that, and then they try to do it, and they become the scapegoat because they're the ones that get caught.
That part.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? Is notoriously known for hiring people to go bet for him. That's their 9 to 5, to go bet for him, gamble for him.
Yeah,
Crazy work.
yeah, man,
Feeling marvelous though. Feeling marvelous.
man,
Mhm.
man. Like, subscribe, and share, man. We're here, man. We're here. Well said, guys. Well said, man. That subject needed to be talked about because, we as Americans invest a lot of money in these American sports. We invest a lot of money in sports, a whole
Yeah.
bunch. You know what I'm saying? Yep, the
LA
players always
Lakers versus
caught, the
Kings.
fighters always caught. You notice that the scandal don't never fall back on the ownership. It always falls back because the players know that these people are doing this type of shit, man. They're doing this type of shit, man. Crazy, crazy.
Mhm.
Yep, yep, yep.
Kings versus LA Lakers. The refs going to jail.
Oh, the refs, taking the fall guy, the fall girl, or the fall guy.
It was proven they went to jail. So
Wow.
take that to the bank.
that part, that part of the game. Yeah, man. But yeah, yeah, man. Like, subscribe, and share. We're here. Got to bring some sad news this morning. One D'Angelo passed away yesterday. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. What a musical genius he was. For those who are not familiar with D'Angelo or his catalog, he was the one that did Brown Sugar, How Does It Feel, Grammy Award winning D'Angelo for the album Voodoo, which, if you've never heard the album Voodoo, you need to get down with it today. Go play that album today. You'll understand why it won a Grammy. The man was a musical genius. He was like the modern day Prince, if you will. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo played so many instruments and was such a musical influence on things. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace, D'Angelo. That was definitely a shocker. He had privately battled pancreatic
You
cancer.
got it. Yeah.
Pancreatic cancer. Yeah, yeah. He was 51 years old, man. 51 years old. So that puts it in perspective. Yeah, the great D'Angelo. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Legend. He was a legend for sure. When it comes to music itself, yes, indeed. When it comes to music itself, D'Angelo was something else. I found a clip of something that D'Angelo said, and it kind of resonates on the subjects that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Um, Basically, this clip said D'Angelo was a master of his craft, a true artist and a trailblazer. His legacy will live on for generations to come. He wasn't just two steps ahead, he was the blueprint. And I see no lies. But have a listen to what D'Angelo had to say in this clip.
We as black folk, we always be 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of everybody else in order just to break even. It's just always been that way. Why? Why ask why? There is no why, Yoda. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stop him when he's lying. Because we can talk about that real quick, man. We always have to be 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. And That's just how we didn't ask for it to be that way. We didn't ask for it to be that way. You know what I'm saying? But this is how it is. See,
Um, yeah, we just if you're looking at the end game, for them to have their end game, I won't say exactly who them. Well, I can say exactly who them is. Enki, Marduk, and Ereshkigal. For them to have their end game, they can't have us in charge. And by the way, they're black too. They was like, nah, we can't have black people in charge. We gotta put white people in charge. We can't have black people ever in charge again. Ever. Never, ever will they ever be in charge of the entire world ever again. We will never have that again because they keep revolting and they keep winning. They somehow win, even though we're more powerful. We can't have that. We got to put things in place to make sure they never get back on top. That's how that is the way it is. Because anyhow way we get back on top, we're going to see and tell the truth. We are love. We are spirit. We all are one. We may be physically separate, but we're all connected through love because we are love. And that's how we all should live. And they know that we will do that. And it's like, nah, we can't have that.
no. So what do we? So the as opposite of that is dissension. So we're creating
Divide.
dissension and division. You know what I'm saying, LB?
It's like it's always been. It's like, great talent always get overlooked, but hard work and dedication will always pull you to that page. So, what I mean? He's just showing you that, what I mean? You got to stay 3 steps ahead. That means you got to work harder than the next man and stay on top of your shit because eventually it's going to pay off.
Man, couldn't have said it any better. Couldn't have said it any better myself. It is something that I've always felt. I've always felt that. You know what I'm saying? I've always felt like I had to be 2 or 3 steps ahead. And that's kind of the reason why I've been able to survive in music for so long, is because I can get things done in a fraction of the time that it would take somebody else to get it done. I prided myself on that because I knew in order to maintain and retain business, I had to be able to turn it around professionally and quicker than anybody else. And quicker than anybody else. The turnaround time for me is fast, but that's because I understood that principle that D'Angelo just said right there. Good morning, Simply. What's going on, brother? You already know what it is. The new single is out right now. Make sure y'all go tap in with Simply Kill. You already know what it is, man. Much love. But yeah, rest in peace, D'Angelo. That was great information. I saw that clip and I said, yeah, we as people have to be 2 to 3 steps ahead in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? It's just like chess. It's just like chess. They teach you in chess that really you're calculating 4 to 5 moves ahead. The people that really are good at chess know that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's one of
Misery
the
just
reasons
said
why
it.
they win too.
Yeah.
That's why I play Go. I have the whole game strategized instead of just 5 moves.
What is that game? See?
All right, Go is a more advanced game than chess. The principles of Go, in order to win, you want to win with using the least amount of pieces, using the least amount of move, losing the least amount of pieces. And to do that, you have to strategize for an entire game. You can't think 4 or 5 moves ahead. You will always lose thinking 4 or 5 moves ahead. You got to strategize for the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Strategize, not plan. Strategize.
Strategize. There was a game
There's
we
a
used
big
to play
difference.
as kids. See, it was called Stratego. I don't know if people remember Stratego, but Stratego was basically chess. It was basically a chess game. You know what I'm saying? And you had to learn. You know what I'm saying? See the play. That he said the PlayStation, but he meant play.
Mm, mm,
See the play before it even happens through a lot of shit. See the play. That's right. That's right, Misery. Man, you're 110% spot on this morning.
yeah,
Big kudos to you for that, brother. We appreciate you
always
for
on
that, man.
point.
Always on point, man. We that's how it is when we're in sync. We're in sync here. You know what I'm saying? And you see the wisdom and the intelligence, not just from us, but from our chat. Our chat is some very wise individuals, women and men. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for staying locked in and staying tapped in. Don't forget, we'll be on YouTube strictly starting next week. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not that old.
Mm,
No,
never old. Never old.
no,
Wise. Never
wise,
old. Wise.
wise. I said wise. I definitely said that.
Yeah, you did,
Yeah,
you did.
yeah. Old is a mindset, in my opinion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You only as old as you feel and old as you think. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
you look.
Yeah, old is a cliche to I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'd seen a lady, and I'm gonna tell you right now, drugs is a bad thing. Alcohol is a bad thing. There was a lady over the weekend. She, she was in her 60s, and it's not to throw shade at her. She was in her 60s, man, but you would have swore that she was in her 80s. That's how
Wow.
that's how rough that life can be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah. No, we
Oh,
get wiser.
I seen like like this guy was over 80 years old. He did a one finger stand. You know what a handstand is, right?
Oh,
He did
yeah,
a
one
handstand
finger
with one
stand.
finger. He did
Man,
a one finger stand. Over 90, over 80. He's well over 80
man,
with one
man,
finger. I'm just saying. He's holding
man,
himself up with one finger.
man,
You'll
man.
be surprised how some of them older people like to live in the gym, man.
Oh, you talking about Stratego? Yeah, Stratego was something that well for me, bro. You know, because I'm much older. Yeah, it was something that we played when we were kids. I'm speaking of us, not everybody. I'm gonna hold my hands up. No, don't shoot the messenger. But we did. We played Stratego, and for those who have never seen the game, you can look it up. Stratego was a really interesting game where you were actually like they broke it down like two different troops of soldiers and things of that nature, and you had different ranks, just like you do in chess. The same thing. It's the same thing. It was just a clever,
Yeah.
cute way to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
they turned Stratego into risk.
Yes, indeed. Simply, yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's now called Risk now. If no one they changed the name to Risk now. So if
Risk.
anyone knows the connection instead of Chigo, it's now Risk. If you know that as well.
Right. Right. Also, we encourage you to read The Art of War. Read The Art of War, man. Read The Art of War. That's all I can tell
Some
you.
audio books and shit too. So
Yeah, man. Read it. Read it, understand it, and know that that will help you move around in life. You know what I'm saying? Let's take this thing off because it's not showing us anything. Um, this morning, another hero gone too soon, Nipsey Hussle, had a very important message about reprogramming your mind, which is very, very important. It's something that we've always worked on and we all work on, especially as men of color. You know what I'm saying? We're always working on this factor. But this is what Nipsey had to say about it, and I thought it was something that was valuable for our chat. Have a look.
It's a lot of mental reprogramming you got to do more than anything, more than removing yourself from an environment. You have to mentally reprogram yourself for success. There's no manual for that, so you got to do a lot of like self evaluation, and you got to do a lot of hard decision making. But you gotta. I think that if you committed to progress and you committed to success, that you're gonna figure it out. That's a lot of.
Yeah, well said. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like where we as a people need to be. We need to hit the reprogram button. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how. And if you don't know how, I would say seek a therapist. But, there's a lot
Mhm.
of things that you can do to do some self therapy. There's is first and foremostly is changing the way you think. Changing the way you think is a key step in reprogramming how you come out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the guys in the chat right now can tell you from experience that they've changed their life around significantly. I know it just from having conversations with these guys. Us on the panel, we've all made a change for the better. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
The first step is to take notice. It's very important to take notice. And the reason you're reprogramming is because most of your actions done decided by the subconscious. You yourself are not even actually deciding to do it. It's just why just getting up and do it, just like that. And you think you're making a decision when you're really not. It's really the subconscious. So you have to take notice to it and be mindful of the words that you say. Be extremely mindful of the words you say. Read a dictionary. Read the thesaurus, because that's going to continuously get you to look at the word that you're saying and how it's affecting yourself and the world around you. You have to have a
Mm-hmm.
care for it. You have to have a will for it, an intent to want to change for the better.
Yep. Big shout out Drazi International. I see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tapping into the show this morning. And yeah, man, it's really, really important for us. It's really important for us to kind of like, understand that factor. Understand that factor. You know what I mean? Because you do and can uh make a change. You do have the ability and you can make a change. That's what I meant to say. But L.
Yeah, time's right, motherfucker. You gonna give me time to get my energy in my throat. Yeah, reprogramming is necessary in all generals of life because, in fact, sometimes everybody got their own path and their own ways. But if you riding in a road that's not getting you nowhere, you got to reset because obviously you're not going to do nothing but crash out. So you got to reset anyway. So you got to start thinking of a way of figuring out what you want to do with yourself and map it out to A to Z how to get there so that way you can get on the road and then know your path all the way through instead of just guessing and wishing on thinking of oh, what should I do now? I got here and shit, and then you don't know your next step. You should already have it already figured out and shit. So a
Yeah.
lot of people take the time to figure out what they need to do with themselves so
Hmm.
then they what to what so they know what to reprogram.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's
Right on, L. You got it out though. You got it out.
so
Marley,
stuttering this
hey,
shit, but
simply
God
said, going through changes for the better as y'all speak. Well done, sir. I know you are, man. I know you are. I see the level up, man. I see the level up one step at a time, one day, 1 second at a time. Uh, Blunt Conversations, Misery said, man, Nip gave that motivation, man. Made me really want to go get this shit even more. What'd he say? I'm the type to go get it. That's exactly what he said, man.
Yeah.
Simply said, L. It was a
Yo,
moment.
put me on the spot, man. Shit, I'm
It
trying to
was a
get this
moment.
shit out. I
It
can't
was
even
a
talk
moment.
and
It
shit.
was
Got
a
smoke
moment.
all my lungs.
Yeah, man. But that subject leads up to this last little clip here before we get into our funnies, man. It says you can replace the material stuff, but you can't replace a life. Have a listen to this. I saw this, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying. Official ADP podcast. Big shout out to y'all, man. Check it out.
Don't let pride be the reason why you lose your life, man. Say, man, if you have nice things, you have to understand this. There's people that's jealous. There's people that's going to try to come and take whatever it is that you have. If that end up the situation where somebody is trying to take it from you, man, give it to them, bro. Give it to them, man. Don't lose your life over something that you can replace. God then gave you this wonderful life for you to live, man. Show that you value it, man, and not just the materialistic things. Here it is, you done died over a chain that you can't even wear no more. Man, your life is far more valuable than any car, watch, jewelry, shoes, clothes. Your life is far more valuable than that, man. Don't sit up and end up losing your life because of pride. The reason why y'all don't want to give it up is because of pride. Or I don't want nobody to say they done took this. Man, bro, you get to live, man. You get to live. You get to have a chance at life all over again. All of that stuff can be replaced. You can't replace a lifetime, man. When it's over with, man. And it's too many of y'all losing y'all life over materialistic, replaceable nonsense, man. Don't let pride be the reason why you end up dead and your people got to make a GoFundMe. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you're saying, brother. Well said. Well said, man. I really can't add nothing on top of that. That man said everything that needed to be said. But LB.
I'll be instigating if I said something. But
Yo, how is hell this Too early for this shit. Too early for this shit, man. Mr. LB is truly high in the clouds, moaning.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel I can't. I'm trying to be positive, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't know, man. Everybody feel differently, but you're supposed to do the right thing. They say, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It depends on the situation. And, you know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, if they come to rob your shit, they gonna pretty much do something to you anyway. So pretty
you
much
got
you on
intent.
your life is already gonna be on the line. So it don't make no difference if you make a false move or they just take you on the jury or whatever. They still gonna probably pop you in the head with a pistol or might shoot you in the leg or something anyway and shit. So
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I, I,
if
I mean,
if it was me, um, um, I might have to blast that motherfucker, man. I'm sorry. It had to be laid. It had to be gun for gun and shit. So you know what I mean. I'm not.
I guess it depends on
Yeah,
what the situation is. And
that's
L,
what I
you're
said. I
right.
don't
I
want to make it
mean,
sound like a bad thing and shit, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you gotta protect yourself too. So you know what I mean.
well,
It's better to
yeah,
have it not use it and not and then have it not needed and shit. So you know what I mean. So
but let's also say, like, respectfully, we're going to say this in some situations, right, just like what's the name, blunt conversations in some situations. But yeah, he's also right, that saying that, yeah, a chain of car material is not worth dying for. No, it's not. We got to just use discernment, because there are situations, and L no, because he's been a firearm carrier for a long time, that, there's
long,
situations,
long time.
long time. And so, but there are moments and situations where you do have to, try to protect yourself the best that you can. Does that mean that it's going to work for you? No, that doesn't mean, but at least you give yourself a fighting chance when you are protected. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but protection comes with legality, because you got to be very careful with how those laws work too. Because yeah, somebody could try to rob you. They see that you pull out a firearm, and then they start to turn around and run, and then you end up hitting them in the back. Now they was
Felony.
coming to rob you, but now it's on you now, because that was something in the law that, and you never know, because these things happen so fast. L, you can tell them nobody is 110% accurate. Nobody, nobody's
Especially
a
here, especially in the heat of the moment and shit, 'cause your blood running and everything and shit. You can remember, damn, is the safety on? And I got one in the chamber. I got a split second to remember all this shit right now because it's just going on. So you know what I mean. So yeah,
yeah,
there's a lot of things you got to be ready for when shit like that happens and shit, because
yeah,
it can happen in a flash of a second and shit. You got to be a half a second faster than that second. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
got robbed.
And the thing.
Motherfucker kicked the door the way it happened. I couldn't do shit. Yeah, that happens, man. That
Yeah, it
happens.
happens. Yeah. It
I've been,
most definitely happens. And
yep, in the trap on
the thing
both ends.
about that is like people do it because in terms of robbing is
I
because they're
sure
in
am.
their situation in their
Hard
life.
keyboard. It's early. Watch later on. I'm even higher than I am right now. So 8:59 and shit, nigga, I'm toasted and shit. Cheers. My nigga.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
History
so the
said,
thing
yeah, I
is
lived that
that
shit at one point. Shit ain't smooth. No, it's not. It's not.
Nah.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
not.
yeah,
It's not.
some
Shit
people
goes
have where they
different than
at
what you think
at the
sometimes.
same
Yeah, a lot
time.
of people don't know, in the heat of the moment,
Yeah,
you have a millisecond really to respond. Like, and if you're not really on top of it, that's why I say go get a license, get registered. You have to go to the gun range at the
And learn
very
how to work
least.
your shit. Yeah.
And not only that, but find the kind
yeah,
of
it's not even
firearm that,
just
because
it's
people get caught up in this, oh, I gotta have this firearm because they have this. No, if you cannot handle that firearm, because some people cannot handle certain firearms, like you get a 12 gauge shotgun and you can't even shoot it properly, the potential for you to hit something that you wasn't meant to hit is high, is very high.
So
Very
okay,
happy.
shotgun, you just got to point in that direction. It's gonna get you.
Yeah.
It's gonna,
The thing about that is most people don't the thing is that you don't want to just go to the gun range and shoot. It's not about just going to
No,
the
it's
gun
not.
range and shoot. It's also you have to go in a field where you have to move around and go over things and be able to get to your holster and maneuver. You got to put yourself in different situations. Like, all right, I'm gonna shoot this target right here, but I'm gonna make sure there's no round in the chamber and it's on safety. So I have to unsafety it
Oh
and
yeah.
do that
Oh
real
yeah.
quick. Stuff you got to do stuff like that. And you got to put yourself in different. Okay, I only have one bullet left. It's not in the chamber. How do I do this? Or I only have one
Yeah.
bullet in the chamber. How do I do
Right.
this? You have to train. It's
yeah,
not just picking up a gun, go to the gun range and shoot. Okay,
Nah.
now you know how to shoot straight. But now you know. Do you know how to move and
Well,
shoot
that's the
straight? Do
thing.
you know how to maneuver and
That's
shoot?
the thing, and we got to
You got to
start.
train.
But see, we got to start from the ground level. The first thing is you got to
Yeah, you got to start
you
with
got to
just shooting
practice
straight first.
proper etiquette with this shit, just like you do in
Yeah.
anything else. Just like me being on the beats and shit like that, and being in the studio, I have to have studio etiquette. And then, as you saw me on the stage when we started the show, I had to learn how to have stage etiquette too. It's just the same thing with these
Mm-hmm.
firearms. You got to learn how to have firearm etiquette. You know what I'm saying? And know exactly what's going on. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, you're right, Misery. Sometimes having a gun don't mean shit. It doesn't. It doesn't.
yeah,
And we got to
Yeah, it
and we got to
doesn't.
keep it a
Yeah,
bucket.
because
We got
if
to
I'm
keep it a
right up
buck.
on you, that gun don't mean
We
nothing.
got to keep
yeah,
it a buck. He said you can have a gun all day, but if something hits off rip out the blue, it can drop your awareness to a point you might not be able to. Man, you say it.
yeah. You know,
Say it,
right?
bro.
Yes, and that's why training is paramount.
Training is
I
everything.
mean, this is a whole episode because training is paramount.
Yeah,
Because what you're saying is, yes, you are absolutely right. That's for someone who's not
yeah,
trained.
Mhm.
man.
But someone who and it can happen to someone who's trained too. It's not that it can't
No, no, it
happen.
can
It
happen
can
to
happen to
anybody.
anyone. Let's get that out the way. It can happen to me. It can happen to LB. It can happen to anyone.
It's
I'm not
happened.
exempting myself
It's
at all.
happened.
What I'm saying is training is paramount to reduce the chances of that
Absolutely.
happening.
It's to
Because
make the
there were
odds
times where
more
I saw someone
right.
get robbed.
It's the odds.
I saw someone getting robbed 2 minutes before they get robbed. I called it out. I was like, yo, this person's about to get robbed. In 2 minutes, about 2 minutes, they're gonna get robbed. I don't know,
Right.
because I'm just in that state all the time. Once I'm outside, I'm like, watch, look at them. They moving like this. They don't need to move like that. Human beings don't move like that. Watch, watch, watch. They're gonna rob that person right there because they're not paying
Yeah,
That
Miss
body,
attention.
Misery
that
said
Watch. All
body
this.
right.
language
I
is
was with
telling
my
you and
daughter at the
shit.
time, so
Yeah,
I couldn't do anything. So I put her to the side and said, you stay over there, don't move. I'm gonna be over here to make sure nothing goes wrong with you
Correct.
or me. And I'm watching it happen. I'm like,
Correct.
okay, sure enough, let them go
Yeah,
away.
man. Yeah, man.
yes,
Yeah.
that's
Misery
shit.
said
It's
this.
about being
He
safe.
said, like
Yeah,
I said, motherfucker hit the door. I had the gun, but the way that they hit when the door came open, the gun
Yeah.
hit the gun and dropped. Exactly. Those type of things can happen. Those type of
yeah,
things. He said
Yeah.
he
yeah.
thought he was.
Yeah.
He said I thought I was dead after that. Thank God that you're not, bro. We're very thankful.
I'm happy you're
Yeah,
still here,
Yeah,
man.
we're
shit.
grateful that you're still here, bro, to tell the story because a lot of people don't realize what those instances. A gentleman that I know very well, that me and El know very well from Cincinnati. I remember one time he told me a story about a situation where and these and it doesn't matter. And now see, this is where the street mentality and the tough mentality has to go out the window. We got to find a way to get that out the window because he comes home one day and the people was waiting for him to show up. As soon as he walked in the door, they ran in after him, you know what I'm saying, to try to get him, and he already had been shot. He had already been shot in his life, you know what I'm saying? So it was flight at that time, you know what I'm saying? He didn't stay around and hang around. He ran back out the back door. He ran out the back door and did what he had to do in order to get out of there. And so, yeah, use discernment and know that that's very important, man. It's very important. Misery said
Yeah,
this. He
yeah, yeah.
said, "I got
Very
training.
important.
It don't stop that robbery because of the
Yeah,
setup and the way the elements went. Because people, you have to
yeah,
understand,
yeah,
they're
yeah. Of course,
calculating.
yeah, yeah. That's
They're
what I was
already
saying too.
calculating, and most of the time, they're coming in more than one, more than in a group of one. Most of the
Yeah,
time, these times when robberies happen, man, it's a gang. It's a gang up. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I wasn't saying that it can never
man.
happen. I was
And
saying
Misery
that it
says this.
reduces
He
the
said,
chances of most. Some stuff is no point. Like there's no
right. Misery
chance.
said, now I don't play with shit. I've been on edge ever since. Answer the door now, totally different. I bet. And it
Yeah,
will raise your awareness. It will raise your awareness. It surely will. And I just encourage everybody that's out there, man. Just because you have a gun, that don't mean that you gotta practice. You gotta
Yeah,
practice that, and not only that, but just know that shit can go any way, either way, whatever way. But give
yeah,
yourself an opportunity, and if that's for you, because me myself personally, I've never owned a firearm. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how my life has gone. You know what I'm saying? I've never really put myself in situations, and even though even though I don't have one, you know what I'm saying? I've always thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I've always thought about whether I need it or not. But you know what I'm saying? And okay, Misery said crazy. I caught the nigga in the woods coming from Kroger, but he was with his grandfather, so I ain't kill him. Man, thank God.
yo, Miz, you a good
Man,
dude. Just
they
remember
spared
that.
my life inside the apartment that night, so I didn't kill him where he was with his grandfather. Correct. See, these are teachable moments. These
Miz,
are
I love
teachable.
you, bro.
Yeah, love it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you
Oh
for
yeah,
sharing
real
that,
quick.
because you know our watchers need to see these things and understand that, man, shit ain't always sweet all the time. You
You
know?
know, it's never
No,
sweet.
no,
It's,
never. Right.
it's decided for real nigga want to tell a real
Yeah,
story and shit. Because a lot of people want to keep it to themselves. Because a lot of shit ain't need to be told.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
10 seconds. Just want to make this clear. I was not saying with training nothing can happen to
Right.
you. Just to make that clear.
No.
It could sound like that. I was not saying with training nothing can happen to you. I'm just saying it reduces the chances because stuff happened to me with training too. So I'm just saying with training it reduces the chances. It doesn't eliminate the
No, it
chance.
doesn't. No, we wanted people to. We're making it clear. We're making it clear, and I think that everybody understands that. But thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, for speaking up and speaking out, and everybody being involved with the AM King show here. And I'm just going to put it out there one more time. As of starting next week, we will no longer be on Facebook. We will be on YouTube strictly. So you're going to have to go to the YouTube channel, and you're going to have to follow us there. Follow my page on the YouTube channel until the AM Kings channel is established, and it will be very, very soon. And so just make sure y'all stick with us. Stick with us. You know what I'm saying? For those on Facebook, you know, the only thing I can tell you is go to the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel so you can continue to watch us, because that's where we're building our platform from here. But we're about to get out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is the funnies for today. Brought LeVar Walker back, and the way he tore this situation up. He said, "Nah, I'm good." Have a look.
Hello. I came from Australia to Vietnam to get a forehead lift, upper and lower eyelid. I got a facelift and a neck lift. And if you're a male and you're looking to do it, please come to Vietnam and get it done. Okay.
Man, hell no. You can't even blink your eyes no damn more, man. You did, man. You thanks for telling me not where to go. Okay, they just look like they sucked all the juice out your face and tied the remaining meat up in a little tiny ponytail right behind your head, man. They messed you up. Get your money back. Get a refund. Do something. Do something. Tell them to put some juice or something back in your face, bro. Call me.
Hello.
Yeah, that's diabolical right there.
Oh man, anybody,
You look like a
man,
Marvel
if
Should
villain.
get something to that long ass nose he had and shit.
first and
That
foremost,
motherfucker was sticking out like he was Pinocchio's uncle.
hey, yo,
Pinocchio.
You look like he up to no good.
yeah, he looked like his new name should be Cat's Claw.
Salvatore. Fucked up ass.
He was going for the Sylvester cat look.
Yeah. Salvatore the cat.
Uh,
Yeah, the cookie cat.
yes, Miss.
Salvatore the cookie
Yeah,
cat.
simply he said, did this nigga say he got a forehead lift?
A forehead lift and
A
shit.
forehead
Yeah,
lift.
Never
forehead.
heard no shit like that and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, man, that looked crazy. .com. I
Be
mean,
a wrestler? Yeah, it's like headbutt motherfuckers and shit with that extra
hey
inch.
yo, they said he looked like a rat. They stretched his face out and put the rest of the skin in a ponytail.
Oh
Hey
man.
yo, that is hilarious, man. I don't know if Cass caught
That
that.
man
That
was
was
watching
funny.
Star Trek when he thought of
Star
that.
Trek.
Sulu and shit.
Sulu.
Dude, I don't know what the heck. What he gonna do now? He gonna blacken his skin next? Oh, make my pilgrimage to Africa. Okay. Looking like a Marvel villain.
Yo.
Oh, man, y'all funny.
Stop a war with
He's
that
the white
boy.
chinchilla. Dude.
Oh man. I'm expecting it now. When the chat see these funnies, man, they be tearing these folks up. Oh, we got one more for you, man. This guy.
He's the definition of running away from his
This
thoughts.
guy's hilarious right here too. This is the one Devin Robinson, and we've shown him on the show before, but he said the not gonna be on some other shit. Have a look.
That's a contusion. They're not gonna grow up big and strong like Hercules. Once that knot is in peak condition, you're just gonna be able to stack boulders on it. That motherfucker gonna be so damn strong, stack gold bars on that motherfucker. I'm dead ass, you're gonna be able to stack bricks on that knot. And I'm talking about pure cocaine. I wanna see your ass stack 15 bricks on that knot. Nigga, pure Peruvian. I want to extract some DNA directly from your knot, because I know that motherfucker got the blood of Hercules in it. I know it do. I want to see you stack 20 semi-truck engines on your knot. I want to see real strength. That's a contusion. They're not going to grow up big and strong like Hercules.
It's a contusion.
Not gonna grow up big and strong like Hercules.
Word. She's the backbone of her family.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker probably threw right out of motherfucking place.
That head just collided with that bar. the way that her head collided with that bar.
You think she okay?
Hell no. She knocked that whole bar down.
That's a contusion. They're not gonna grow up big and strong like Hercules. Once that knot is in peak condition, you're just gonna be able to stack boulders on it. That motherfucker gonna be so damn strong, stack gold bars on that motherfucker. I'm dead ass, you're gonna be able to stack bricks on that knot. And I'm talking about pure cocaine. I wanna see your ass stack 15 bricks on that knot. Nigga, pure Peruvian.
Sean just somebody took out the whole why you talking this shit? What's wrong with this?
Yo, that voice is diabolically funny. I can't help it, man. That dude be having me crying and shit the way he be talking about people getting jacked up. Cause I ain't gonna lie, her head got to be ringing.
Oh man.
After some shit like that.
Oh,
that's a thought altering experience.
Thoughts.
Yes.
She ain't think anything through.
Nothing.
She can't jump. What's she doing?
But a hematoma going on right there.
Yeah. Oh, she knows she can't jump.
No, obviously not. Obviously not.
She knows she can't jump
right into the bar, into the structure. she angled her head right into it. Like
I know what it was. She said, "I'm gonna fuck up my life right now. That's what I'm gonna do."
And got the nerve to have that tape on her knee, like she really do this. Yo, that is absolutely diabolical, boy. You hit your head on. I'm talking about pure cocaine. Peruvian. 15 bricks on that knot. He said to do with plastic surgery. He said he got writer's block forever now. Hey, yo, man. Yo, diabolically funny, man. This is our show for today. Thank y'all for tapping in. We'll
permanent writer's block.
Yes, permanent.
Nigga, stop thinking.
Man, that man's skin was pulled so far back, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. That thing looked like a canvas on top of his head.
He was looking like he wanted Bob Ross to paint
I
on
was
his
about to
forehead.
say he could graffiti that right on out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say Ramon. Yo, man. Yo, it's our show for today, man. We'll see y'all on Friday, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Friday will be our last day on Facebook, man. Thank y'all for tapping in over here. But make sure y'all go over today and log into my channel on YouTube. We'll start off there, and then eventually you'll see that there'll be a channel for the AM King show. I'll make sure the guys put the link up so you guys can follow over there. But for LBNC, it's JPad the Juggernaut. We out of here. We'll see y'all.